Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the battle? Let's see.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. Step up for the title and facial rival, this ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef, I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is
for our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.
Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Prize Fighter from the BVO family. You know what I'm saying? Here, they left me. Jump on, free. What's good? Happy Tuesday to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just finished eating some trout. Cool. Make sure y'all smash that like button. It's free. Don't cost no money to do it. Support the channel, man. We come up here, man. We be staying up to 12, 1 o'clock on East Coast time. We all got jobs in the morning and stuff. So, you know, pull up for your boys, man. One time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? I got the homie D Freeze in the chat. D Freezy. You know what I'm saying? BVO, he just left me out here to drive by myself, but it's all good. BVO said the Black Panthers in the building. Wakanda forever. I told y'all that from the rip. You know what I'm saying? You don't want me to get up here by myself because I might go crazy up here, man. You know what I'm saying? But what's good with y'all? BVO, what's good with you? Free, what's up with y'all? Y'all all right back there, man? Y'all ain't jumping up here with your boy? You know what I'm saying? What we do? BVO, what you want to holler? What you want to talk about today? What we doing? I seen Ryan Garcia got some shenanigans going. I don't know. Y'all type it in the chat. Is it true that he's suing Devin Haney on a behalf of Regis Prograis? Because if he is, man, this guy has to be stopped. Like, man, he you know what, Ryan, he the type of bull. He one of them bulls that misery loves company. He one of them dudes, man. He just want to just take everybody down. Like, if you did something, a bank heist or something with Ryan Garcia, and he get caught, he gonna tell on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call Ryan, y'all call Dev a snitch, man. Look at this guy, man. This guy is crazy. What he say? King Ryan riding around with a monkey. What? What are you talking about, BVO? I don't even know what that means. Is that? Oh, you know what? No, you know what? I'll take that back. I did see that. Ryan was he was in there with a monkey, and then I clicked on it on the Instagram drawing, right? I start reading the comments stuff, and I swear I cannot make this up. The first thing, pardon me, the first thing that I saw was somebody said, "Hey, look, you got Devin Haney with you." You know what I'm saying? I was just like, "Damn," you know what I mean? So, but you said Devin is a racist. Now, come on now, BBO, get out of here. That's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Y'all boys is crazy. Man, but Ryan, he up here just making up stuff, suing people. But he's the one talking bad about Dev. Oh, y'all suing. I want y'all to get up here and keep that same energy that y'all had for Dev, Y'all say, oh, well, Dev, he's a sucker. He's suing, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Well, look like Ryan is suing, countersuing, or whatever kind of lawsuit he got going on. So I don't even know. You know what I mean? But that's your man, BVO. That's BVO peoples. You know what I'm saying? So you never know what you're going to get when it come with that dude. Ryan just starts saying anything, making up stuff, just going on and on and on about absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna move around a little bit. It looked like I don't know how true this is. BVO or Free, one of y'all type it in the chat. Is it true that the Fury is going to do the rematch against Alexander Usyk? I mean, I don't really care about it. You know, I didn't care about the first fight. You know, people complaining, oh, well, they streaming it for free. They lost millions of streams. Well, you know, they do that when it's them, it's a big uproar. But when Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight and they only do 900,000, I mean, nobody wasn't saying, oh, they stealing. This is ludicrous. So, you know. But it is what it is. But I mean, the fight was actually a lot better than what I thought it would be. Tyson Fury I watched it again. Tyson Fury was a lot more competitive than what I thought. You know, he rocked Usyk a couple times. He hit him with some vicious body shots, but I think Usyk, it's something about Alexander Usyk where he just can fight tall guys. He can beat tall guys, dude. You know, I know y'all want to throw him up there on pound for pound number one. That's cool. I don't have a problem with that, man. I really don't. Until Terrence lose, I'm just gonna rock with Terrence. I haven't did an official pound for pound list. I tried to get the brothers together so we could come on here and do a pound for pound show. Maybe like the first 30 minutes, everybody get a chance to read their pound for pound list and, you know, say why and, you know, all that good stuff. But I didn't really make a current list. I should make one this week probably. Maybe the weekend since it's a holiday. But a lot of people got Usyk number one, and I'm not gonna argue. It's your list. I'm not gonna argue with it. It's cool with me. Yo, Anthony, what's popping? But I ain't tripping on that list. You know, if you want to put Usyk one, I'm cool with that. But for me personally, until Terrence Crawford lose, there's no way that I could put him on anybody's put Usyk over him not right now. You know what I mean? I know Terrence is taking the fight to where a lot of people don't want to see this next fight, but he got to go get his feet wet in 54. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. So I got I seen a lot of lists say Usyk in the way, Terrence, and I can't remember the fourth guy or Tank maybe. You know, I'm cool with all that, bro. Because you know, I definitely, if I made a pound for pound list right now, I definitely would put Usyk in the top 4 for sure. There's no and I know some people use that criteria where, oh, we don't put heavyweights on the pound for pound list, but you got to remember Usyk came up from cruiserweight. You know what I'm saying? So he moved up in weight. He's fighting guys twice his size, and he's going in there and beating them. So for sure, he said my top 2 for the pound for pound are Crawford and Monster. See, I'm cool with that too. You know, Monster do his thing. He gained some respect from me. He probably could be top 4 on my list. BVO, I'm pretty sure he think I would have an all black fighter list, but that wouldn't be the truth. I could try to do one off the top. I would go Terrence. I would go Usyk. I go Monster and Tank. I think that would be my top 4. Terrence, Usyk, Monster, Tank. I don't like really doing that off the top. Like, you know, I got to sit down and, you know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. But I ain't mad at if y'all got Terrence number 3, 4. You know, you got Usyk. Some people got Inoue number 1. I'm not mad at none of that. You know what I mean? It's all opinions. So, it is what it is. BVO said Ryan said some foul stuff about Dad's mom. I mean, I don't know what Ryan said. Y'all need to just let that go. The fight is over. It's done. You know what I'm saying? Ryan won. He cheated, but it is what it is. Sometimes you get cheated in life, man, and you got to bounce back. Hold on, BVO. Give me a second because I want to go mute all these TVs. My daughter got all this stuff going on in the background. Give me a second. Let me mute this out. But yeah, I had to go somewhere quiet in my crib, man. My daughter got her TV going. But I got the big homie, D Freezy in the building. Free was popping with you. I'm just up here talking about, just going off, about the pound for pound list. I've seen a lot of up to date pound for pound lists. A lot of people is putting Alexander Usyk number 1. I'm cool with that. I don't have him number 1. I have him number 3. 2. I'm sorry. I would put him at 2. So I would go Terrence. I'm only gonna do 4. I go Terrence, Usyk, Monster, and Tank. Those are my 4 guys that round off the pound for pound list. Anthony said his top 6 are Crawford, Monster, Usyk, Bam, Tio, and Matias. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. I don't know about Matias. He ain't done nothing, but yeah. I'll let the homie X cook him free. What is your? I don't know if you made a new list. If you already have a list, but what is your top 5 right now?
My top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I got Usyk, Crawford,
Mm-hmm.
Tank,
Mm-hmm.
Monster, Jerron.
Okay, I see. Again, I'm not mad at that. That's a good list. A lot of people might criticize you about Jerron.
I look at Usyk, what he did. At no time has any of those guys below him fought anybody weighing 40 pounds heavier than them. Like,
Yeah.
I understand those guys might have came in heavier during the fight, but at weigh-in, Usyk was fighting guys that was heavier than him. Usyk came in at 133. Tyson Fury came in at 163 at weigh-in. Now we ain't talking about.
You mean
fight
2?
night. We
You
talking
mean
about
2?
the actual weigh-in.
You said 1. You mean 2?
I'm sorry, 2. I'm sorry, 2.
How about to say, damn, Fury then got smoking crack again?
Yeah, 263 and 333. That was weigh-in. That wasn't fight night. That was what they weighed in at the
That's
official
crazy.
weigh-in. So
That's crazy.
like people talk about, oh well, this guy was bigger than him on fight night. Yeah, he was bigger than him on fight night because they're rehydrated. But what you expect Tyson Fury to rehydrate to on fight night? So that was just him getting in shape. He got to the smallest he ever been. I think that's the smallest he's been since he fought Klitschko.
Yeah.
So I mean, and that still outweighed Usyk by 30 pounds. So I mean, that man came from cruiserweight.
Mm-hmm.
He beat all those guys in their home country to become undisputed. He beat them in their home country. He didn't fight nobody at his hometown. He fought them in their hometown.
Yeah. He's a definition of a world champion. He go on the road. He go wherever to rumble. He just want to rumble. And salute to the queen, Ariana. Salute, queen. Appreciate you pulling up for the pull-up. But yeah, same thing like Deontay Wilder fighting them guys twice his size. I know Deontay's a lot taller, but I mean, let's be honest. Them guys will be outweighing Deontay Wilder. So him and Usyk are very impressive heavyweights. Usyk is the number 1 heavyweight in the world. I guess the rematch, I'm okay with a rematch. If they want to run it back, the fight was close. It was competitive. If they want to run it back, cool. The IBF went ahead and did their thing already. I don't know what they was such in a rush to do that for, but they did what they did. So we'll have to wait and see what happens next.
That's the thing. They're gonna have a rematch, and Usyk is being stripped of the IBF title. So even if Tyson Fury does win, he still won't be undisputed.
Nope. I didn't really have any topics. BVO put together for this last minute because me personally, I like to keep the train rolling on this channel. If he wants to take off, we got me, Free, we got other brothers, Crush, CDK, the usual brothers, Ja, X, to pull up, and we can keep the train rolling on his behalf. So we just really cooking. If y'all want to type in the chat, me and Free we'll cook it on whatever. That's just what we do. But I'm not really. I was basically talking about pound for pound list. What's your pound for pound list, Queen? Did you have you updated? I haven't, but I'm asking you, have you or any for everybody in the chat, have y'all updated y'all pound for pound list, or is it still the same that y'all have it? Like, I haven't updated mine. Free said he had I'm not gonna go in any order. He said he had Usyk, Inoue, Tank, Jerron, and who I forget three other ones.
Yeah, I got Usyk, Bud, Tank,
Bud,
Inoue, and Jerron. My top
yeah,
five.
that's a tough list. And I know people gonna get up here and crucify. Oh, well, Jerron Ennis, especially BVO. Oh, Jerron Ennis, he ain't did nothing. Da, da, da. But it's just not about accolades and belts. You know what I mean? It's a skill thing that you have to put that in there.
That's the question that I have. You even if you complain about anybody on my list, you tell me who you got that's above Jerron Ennis or whoever you got on my list above another person. What skill level do they have better than the guy that I got at a higher rank in pound for pound? So people say, "Oh, Jerron Ennis haven't fought nobody." We didn't ask has he fought nobody except for Canelo and Bivol has fought anybody on the pound for pound list. We asking if they was to fight, who will win. Right. So y'all keep saying he hasn't.
BVO that's in the comment. Free, you went out. Land your plane, Free, you went out. Well, I'll just read the comments until Free gets his audio right. You said Brian Norman is above Boots. Boy, you tweaking on that Brian Norman. That was a big win, though, but come on, BBO. That guy, Jerron Ennis will destroy that dude. I like Brian Norman, don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he can beat. He's nowhere near skilled as Jerron Ennis, dog. Me too.
They think that Brian Norman can beat Boots. Get in there with him.
Who is Brian Norman with? Is he the Zone? Who is he with?
I think he's with I don't know who. I think he's with Top Rank. He's with Top Rank.
Well, you know, I don't think that Brian Norman has, you know, he's nowhere near as skilled as Jerron Ennis. And Anthony in the chat said Free got that Metro PCS internet. Damn. Nah, Free he's just shaking and moving. You know what I mean? Right now, he's trying not to have, you know, live and you in your car, you shaking and moving, you in motion. It sounds a little fuzzy. It's not too bad though. Free, you don't really got.
I'm actually driving. Unlike y'all, I don't sit in the house. I be on the move. I got things to do.
That's why I just told him. Yeah, you in motion right now. But Free, you don't have to mute your mic. It's not as bad as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool.
Nah, I mean, I will put it on my car, but y'all gonna be hearing the wind.
Yeah, it's too much on the car. Yeah, you good, bro? It's not as bad as you think. It's not unbearable to. Yeah, but Brian Norman, I'm not mad at D3's list. That's a solid list to me. I rock with all those dudes. Usyk is cool with me. Terrence, Monster. It took me a while to get on the Monster train, but he's proved himself enough, so I throw him up there myself. Some people I see have damn high. Like, y'all need to calm down with this damn thing. He good, but come on, bro. He ain't no top five.
I saw. Like I said, I go back and watch that fight. If Brian Norman was having problems with that dude in the earlier rounds, no, he's going to have major problem with Jerron Boots Ennis. Jerron Boots Ennis is not going to stand there and let Brian Norman be able to throw those big shots. Mm-hmm. Dude was standing right in front of Brian Norman.
Yeah, he was. It's like he had center block.
Do BVO not see Jerron Ennis fight? Do he not see that Jerron Ennis doesn't stand nowhere? He's always on the go. That man is the epitome of carry out. That man get his stuff and be gone. I didn't get his food and be out.
Yeah, he definitely do, dog. There's no No denying that for sure, for sure. But like I don't know, like what you said, if Boots is not going to be standing there for them wild looping, well not wild, but them looping shots, them thudding shots that Brian Norman throws. That guy looked like his feet was stuck in quicksand or mud. I don't know what. He just was right there. Jerron Ennis is going to be moving around way too much for
Dog,
Brian Norman to be landing them. I ain't saying he
you know,
can't land the big punches.
you say the same cliche for every time we talk about a fight. Oh, he might stop him. He might stop him. No, can you say something else besides stop? Can you show that you have some knowledge of the sport of boxing and show what skill level that Brian Norman has that will show you that he can beat Boots? What do you see besides you saying he might stop him? Anybody might stop somebody.
Yeah.
Monster anyway might stop Tank Davis. Anybody might stop somebody.
But I would say that if to play devil's advocate to make it interesting, Brian Norman has some good power. So does Jerron too, but Brian Norman can take a punch too. You know what I mean? But you take too many of them Jerron in his punches, they're gonna have to pick you up and carry you out back.
I mean, Ryan Garcia got good power too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Ryan Garcia is beating Boots. I don't think he has a chance with Boots. The same way I don't think Brian Norman has a chance with Boots. Now, Brian Norman versus Ryan Garcia, that's a hell of a fight. Both of them going to be standing right in front of each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a fight.
Whoever get to who first. I'd like to see Ryan go up there and rock in with them welterweights. He's big enough to be a welterweight. I like to see Ryan and Brian Norman. I like to see Ryan and Barrios. There's some food at 140, man. So I'm sorry, at 147, but
that's a hell of a fight, Ryan and Brian Norman.
Yes, it is.
I think both of them are
lean
food for Jerron, though. I think both of them are food for Jerron.
Yeah, no doubt. Me too. I think Jerron smoked both of them, but them two, as far as them two getting in the ring, that's something to look at. You know, Ryan is still yet to win a major title. He's not been world champion yet, so he has to at some point, get in there and fight for the championship, man. So I don't know if he cares about that. Shout out to the homie. What's that? 03 North. That's how you say that. Boots versus Crawford. Eesh. Man, that's a good one, man. That's the fight that we should have. Go ahead, Free.
That fight is probably never going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Probably never going to happen. I mean, unless Crawford want to go for undisputed at 54 and Jerron gets one of those belts, that fight is probably never going to happen because the man was his mandatory. He said there's nothing in it for him, and he dropped the belt, so he wouldn't have to fight him. He said there's nothing in it for him. So if the man wouldn't fight him as a mandatory, the only way we could see it possibly happen is if Boots get one of the belts at 54 and Terrence want to go undisputed. That's the only way we could see it possibly happen.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's very, very unfortunate. A lot of people want to see that fight. People, here's the thing though, for people, a lot of Earl fans, that the ones that hate Terrence Crawford, they just want to see Boots get smashed by somebody because what they did to their boy. But when you rock with both the fighters, that is a really good fight with Terrence and Jerron Ennis, man. I mean, it's so what D Free just told y'all that could very well go like that. It's just nothing in it for Terrence to gain. Because if Terrence go out there and smoke Jerron Ennis, they're gonna say, well, he ain't fought nobody. Or if he lose, then they're gonna say, oh, well, he was too old and he should have been ducking and all this stuff. So it's a lose-lose situation for Terrence. It's no money in it, and it's business. I know y'all don't like to talk about business. I hate the business of boxing, but it is what it is. It's part of it.
I mean, because it's nothing in it for Bud. And I mean, let's be honest. The people that ride Bud coattail and Bud can't do no wrong. Now I'm not talking about the real fans. I'm talking about the ones that don't see Bud do nothing wrong. Those guys, if Jerron do get in there and he beat Bud, they're going to say, oh, Bud was old. He's 36, 37 years old. He was old.
He waited him out. He waited till he get old.
And Bud beat Jerron. A lot of people gonna be like, oh well, Jerron ain't really fight nobody.
Right.
He ain't proved himself yet. So I
lose-lose
understand what
for
Bud
Terrence.
means when he said there's nothing in it for him. But at the same token, I believe it's an excellent fight because both of them have similar skills. They both have similar power. I think Jerron at this point, he's more athletic at this stage of their career. He's more athletic. His reflexes is better at this stage, but I still think Bud still has a lot left in the tank. It's just he's older, and Jerron is only 26, about to be 27.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the queen, Ariana. She said Jaleel Hackett needs to prove himself a little bit more. Brian Norman, a little bit more. Brian Norman, Jaleel, I like Jaleel Hackett. 03 to the. I keep saying 03 to the. 03 North say, I don't see Canelo versus Crawford. I want to see Booth. I think he don't want to see Crawford and Canelo. I don't care for that fight either. I'd rather see this. I agree with you. I'd rather see Terrence and Booth than Canelo and Terrence Crawford. And he's in 03 North say again, does Canelo say the same thing? There's nothing there for him in him fighting Crawford. Yeah. Only thing that's in there for him that's fighting Crawford is money. I mean, what do they offer them? And D Free is good with this stuff. What did they offer him? $100 million, and he turned that down. So I mean,
for Crawford?
Yeah, I think they were saying.
No, I didn't hear nobody offer him no $100 million.
I seen something, but I don't like to get up here and spread rumors. I read something somewhere, and they was just saying that it's north of $100 million that he don't want to fight. But if Canelo,
I'm trying to figure out who was the one that offered because Crawford is not signed with nobody.
I think Turkey Al-Sheikh wants to make that fight happen, and then Terrence.
No, he might have said I will offer that, but ain't nobody actually put no offer on the table for Canelo and Crawford.
But Canelo said he didn't want to fight.
No,
I can't. I don't remember
that. Canelo said that before. Canelo said that when people first started talking about it. He said, "I get nothing out of it. He's too small. If I beat him, they're gonna say he was too small. If I lose, they're going to say I lost to the small guy." He said it's a lose-lose for me. That's the last time that Canelo spoke on it. Canelo hasn't spoken on it since then, so that was before. Now, if they talking about $100 million, Canelo would take that fight for $100 million.
I don't think that he would.
No, he'll take that fight for $100 million. He
knows that he could beat
Benavidez. He said he wanted $200 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's different because David Benavidez is a bigger fighter. He's a bigger fighter. No, he believes that David Benavidez can oppose a threat to him. He doesn't believe that Bud opposed a threat. That's what he said. He said it's a lose-lose for me. If I go in there and I beat him, they're gonna say he was too small. I believe that I believe Bud is too small for Canelo. Now Bud can possibly shock the world and beat Canelo, but I think he's too small. I think Canelo beats Bud badly.
I don't know about badly, but Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, he is. Terrence Crawford is very crafty defensively. I think if he starts to get rocked or hurt really bad, I think he'll go into survival mode. And Terrence Crawford is a very, very A+ fighter. He knows how not to get knocked out. He knows how to retreat if he has to. But
you can't say that.
I don't want to see the fight, man. I don't want to see.
You can't say Terrence Crawford knows how not to get knocked out. He knows how to survive. You never seen him in that situation.
That's true. I just feel like he has everything in the tool bag. So I think that's part of it. And I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. He can go in there and get smoked. You know what I mean? That's why I don't want to see a welterweight fight a super middleweight. I mean, listen to how that sounds. A super middleweight going against a welterweight. Or junior middleweight. Like, come on, bro. Like, they got to be serious. I don't even know why they even. Well, Terrence got that shit started. So Terrence got that party started. But he said Terrence Crawford knocks out Canelo. I don't know about that, bro. Canelo can take a punch, man.
That's you wishing that Terrence Crawford knocked out Canelo.
Now I'm thinking
he's seen Canelo hit the ground.
I'm thinking he's asking the question. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. He said, "Did you know Amir Khan knocked out David Benavidez in sparring last month?" Well, you gotta show me that.
Big Dog Willie always trolling.
You gotta show me that.
Somebody say Bud Crawford knocks out Canelo, that's just you wishing, you hoping, because you
Yeah.
never even seen. Most people never even seen Canelo hurt. Most people never saw that fight when Canelo got rocked
By
back, and
Cotto
I
brother.
think he only had like 8 fights.
Yeah, it was Cotto brother, right?
Yeah, it was
The older, was it
young
older?
Cotto brother.
Is older? Is he older than Is that guy that other Cotto older than Miguel Cotto, or is he the little brother?
I don't know.
I want to say he's the older brother of.
I think he's younger.
Younger. Okay, well he had Canelo out, but Canelo was really, really green back then.
Yeah,
and
Canelo was only like, I think Canelo was like 19 at that time.
Yeah, he was like 19 or 20. Yeah, so he got rocked really bad, but he showed resilience. He showed he could take a punch. You know, he was a little buzzed. He never. Canelo ain't never even been down, has he?
He never touched the canvas.
That's what I'm saying. So, again,
I've never even seen Canelo slip and touch the canvas.
Right. Only time I seen him really hurt really badly was against Cotto brother. Other than that, I mean, Triple G hit him.
So for somebody to say that Bud is going to knock Canelo out, they just hoping and wishing.
Yeah, I'm one of them people that hope if they did fight that Terrence would knock his ass out, but it's not likely. Terrence is, I mean, how would he even look at 168? I mean, I don't even want to see that, bro. What's they would move on from that?
Terrence could be a whole lot slower. His stamina could be a whole lot worse.
Mm-hmm. It's just too much that can go wrong like for that.
At 168. We don't even know what he look at 154 yet.
I think he'll be fine at 54. He looked pretty solid in his last fight.
I believe he'll be fine, but we don't know what his punch resistance is at 154.
We don't.
We don't know what his punch resistance at 154. We don't know what his punch resistance at 160.
I'm thinking
68.
How big you think Terrence Walker? You know he's in shape year round. So what do you think he walk around? I think he walk around at 50-something, 60. I don't think he gets no bigger than that.
Well, I mean, if you listen to all of the people that support Bud, Bud is always in shape. Bud never have to cut a lot of weight. So if that's true, he was fighting at 47. I can't see him walking around no bigger than 160.
No, I don't think that he did 03 North. I think that he hit Canelo with some good shots, but never really like got Canelo in trouble, Triple G. So no, and shout out to Chris. He said the only time Canelo got his chin really tested was against Triple G, but it held up. Yeah, and Cotto's little brother almost knocked his ass out, but he was a teenager. You know what I mean? So Canelo can take a punch. So if y'all would the big homie BF be calling them Bud Buddies? What do you be calling them, Bud Buddies? Y'all Bud Buddies, y'all think that he can knock Canelo out, y'all niggas is crazy. Canelo, first of all, can take a punch. And you just heard what Free said. We don't even know if his power, is his power going to come up to 68? Is he going to be stuck in the mud? Is his stamina going to be affected? All kind of things can go wrong for Crawford. If you want him to gain, I'm not no math magician, but damn, that's a lot of weight, boy, from 47 to straight to 68 with no fight at 60. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I could see like what Charlo did, but even that was crazy. You saw what happened to him.
Yeah, I mean, you saw what Charlo did when he felt Canelo power. That's it. That man said, "Nope, I am not getting knocked out."
Nope. And Jamel Charlo can take a punch.
We can possibly see the same thing from Bud. Bud feel that power from Canelo. He can say, "Nope, I am not getting knocked out."
And them damn body shots Canelo be throwing. I think Terrence Crawford can beat him, though. Let me make that very clear.
He has the skills to be able to beat Canelo.
Right, but I just don't like it.
If he's big enough to beat Canelo.
That's the problem. Like, we talking about a welterweight and a super middleweight. Not a welterweight versus a middleweight.
He has the skills to beat Canelo. If they was the same size or if Canelo fought Terrence Crawford at 54, I think Terrence Crawford beats Canelo at 54.
Yeah, for sure.
Fighting Canelo at 68 and you never been up there?
You never even been at 54 yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He ain't been at 54 yet, but 54 is only 7 pounds more than what he was weighing at 47. You talking about going up, what, 21 pounds?
That's what it is. I ain't no math.
47 to 68 is 21 pounds.
That's ridiculous. I don't even think Terrence Crawford walks around at 168. Me personally, I don't think he gets no bigger than 55, 60. And that's me. I would like to ask him that. Terrence, what you walk around like? You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, I would like to ask Crawford that. Because I would think I could. I don't think he gets like Floyd. How when Floyd was on his all time, how big was Floyd? What, 150 something? He wasn't walking around that big at all. So when he had to make welterweight, he had to have a fat camp. A lot of these young brothers, y'all need to take note for some of them like Mayweathers and some of them old school dudes because you know they be in shape year round, so they don't gotta have fat camps and you're not learning any skill because you shed weight the whole time.
If this was a younger Crawford who had his legs and box around the ring and could stay away from Canelo, I said, okay, maybe he can outbox Canelo. But this Crawford now, he doesn't use his legs like that. He's pretty much stands right in front of you. Now he'll pivot from time to time or whatever, but he doesn't move around the ring. And Canelo, we know he has great upper body movement, and Canelo knows how to cut the ring off. So he's going to be right there in front of Canelo. What is Crawford going to do? You standing right there in front of him. What are you going to do? You pray that your power is strong enough to hurt him to keep him off of you?
Yeah, I agree. He said, Chris in the chat said, damn it, jumped on me. There you go. He said, Bud really can make it look ugly though, but I don't see him hurting Canelo. Hell no, he won't hurt Canelo. And Chris again, heavy in the chat. Appreciate you, brother. He said, I see Edgar Berlanga versus Plant. I'm cool with that.
That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Big Dog Willie said, what it is Canelo won't fight neither of the Davids, so the next best thing is Crawford. Makes no sense. Facts. And then he said Edgar versus Munguia. I think that's what he was trying to say, Munguia. Yeah, I'm cool with that too. And shout out to BVO. And Chris again said BVO and Mayweather put Canelo to shame, but didn't hurt him. But Bud could do it too. Yeah, he could. Yes, he could. Canelo, you say Canelo just too big, period. That's it. That's my problem, Big Dog Willie. I just think that he's just too damn big. Like Free said, was it 21 pounds? And the man ain't even got his feet wet at 54 yet. So you talking about him jumping 54, jumping 60, straight to the undisputed middleweight, super middleweight jazz? That's tough, man. I don't want to see the fight personally. I don't want to see Crawford go in there and get smoked. I don't think he'll get smoked, but I don't want to see him get beat up either by some like a guy he should have no business in the ring with. But if he believes that he can beat him and they make the fight, then let's go. I'll buy it. I'll buy the fight. I ain't even mad. I don't know how true that is, BBO. I didn't see Iron Man left there.
It's a possibility that they left. Because they asked Dirk James, "Are you still training Jamel?" And he kind of shrugged his shoulders like, "No." So people just took it as Dirk James said, "No, he's not training Jamel Charlo." So we don't know. We don't even know what Jamel Charlo is even doing. He hasn't been active. We don't know if he's going to fight anytime soon. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's enjoying that money. He's enjoying all that money he just made. You know, them boys like to get a big payday, and they don't want to fight no more until they need some more money. But
so yeah, we won't know until he gets back in the ring again.
Mm-hmm. He said, BBO said, "This is Frank Martin's last fight with DJ." Why you say that?
It might be.
Why?
Because
Why
of the whole situation.
Oh
with Earl and Dirk James.
Yeah, damn.
It might be.
Well, I hope not. You know, I hope Derek and Earl, you know, they need to go ahead and fix that. You know, Earl got enough money to make, you know, to compromise something. If the man felt like, see, my problem with that is, I think that's Al Heyman putting his fighters in them situations to where they can maximize the most money when you're a star on the PBC roster. The contract probably was saying that he gets a split of the purse. He gave him the split of the purse. You don't get my back end. I mean, it's only one or two trainers ever that made the kind of money that Derrick James is asking for. But I don't know. I hate that happened. You know, I hate that. Why is he a clown? Why BBO? Why Earl is a clown? Why? You got to wait to the court and see what happens. The judge might say, "No, that man paid you. What are you talking about? You don't get none of his back, and that's not what it says. It says you get."
TJ ain't no clown. Me personally, I think it's a miss of communication. Derek
Yeah.
James thought he should have got more than what he got, and
Mm-hmm.
EJ gave him what he's been giving him. He gave him
Mm-hmm.
10% of his purse, and
Yep.
so that's what he gave him. He didn't say, "I'm giving you 10% of the whole fight. I'm giving you 10% of my purse." He gave him 10% of the purse, and
Yep.
actually he gave him more than 10% because he gave him 350. So he actually gave him more than 10%.
Right.
So
I
I
think the
mean,
judge gets rid of that. To me personally, free. I think if the judge gets that in front of him, and they're gonna say, "Well, the man paid you. It looks like he's been paying you the whole time." Now, what make now he in the fight of his life and the most money that he's ever made, and now here you come, one sniffing around the back end. That's not what trainers need to stay in their lanes. But I don't know. It might be something deeper, so I don't want to say too much.
what's going on, Thomas Hill?
Thomas,
What's up with Rick?
appreciate you pulling up, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chris. What do you mean it's in the contract? What that he gets a percentage
They
of the
didn't
purse?
have a contract.
Right. I
It
thought
was
they
a
had
verbal
a
agreement.
verbal because they like family almost. You know what I'm saying?
It's a
Like
verbal agreement. They never had an actual contract. That's from people that don't know what they're talking about.
yeah.
That you heard that from. It's
Mm-hmm.
a verbal agreement. They did this from when he first became his trainer. It was never a contract between Earl and Derek James. It was
The
off a
handshake. Yeah.
verbal agreement.
Mm-hmm. So I mean that again, Derrick James' lawsuit to me looks kind of weak. Not because he's suing Earl. That's business. I'm saying if I'm the judge, I'm looking at all this stuff. It's not adding up. Like the man paid you, and like you say, he just gave you 350 racks. That's well over 10%. And you want more money. Like I said, D Free know this kind of stuff. Like what is he asking for? $5 million or something? What trainer
Something like that. Because
what trainer has made $5 million in one fight? It's maybe one or two of them in the history of boxing.
The thing is, he heard that Earl made like 25 million for the fight. He don't even know if Earl made 25 million. That's what he heard. He
Mm-hmm.
heard that Earl made 25 million. So you asking for
Right.
5 million or 25 million because you believe that he made 25 million because somebody told you that.
Yeah.
So
I know.
he really doesn't have a leg to stand on. He really
That's what
doesn't.
I'm saying. And I'm not taking a piss on Derrick James. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying your case look like from the outside looking in, it just looks like you don't have, like Free said, a leg to stand on because the man paid you. There's no contract, and and it's just like that. And shout out to the Queen. She says it's been said that Derrick James is about to retire, so he has Ryan and Frank. I hope he don't retire. I like Derrick James as
Get you some
a trainer. What you think, Thomas? How do you feel about that lawsuit? We can stay in this lane right here.
I'll go see if they got some.
How do you feel about the lawsuit with Derrick James? Do you think that he can actually win that lawsuit? Because it doesn't look like he has a chance at all to me to win that lawsuit.
I don't believe that there's a chance to win the lawsuit, but I believe more so than anything, this is like a play for him to somebody he trusted.
Thomas, fix your mic, my guy. You're kind of low. So people can hear you. It just sounds a little slightly low.
Let me go out and come back in.
Right there. No, that's good right there.
Oh, okay. Well, I just think that, sometimes people do moves like that just to get the person who they didn't endear themselves to fully understand, like, yo, there's got to be something wrong here for me to feel like I got to do this to you. I know he full on don't believe that he has if there is no written contract, then there's nothing legal and binding. You're going on a word or handshake or something like that. The jurisprudence, they don't have no jurisprudence to award him anything for that. So I think it's more so along the lines of like, yo, like I'm showing you that, like, look, this is serious. And if you really valued me as a friend, as somebody that you confided in and somebody you entrusted with your career, then you would stop this. And you would go on and kick me off of what you know is right. I think that's what his hope is. His hope is that more so than to win this lawsuit. And it might be
Queen. Go ahead.
Huh?
No, go ahead. I was going to read some comments. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
And it might just be to expose the fact that, this is something that trainers got to deal with on a regular basis, especially when you talk about telling, you know, when you up there in the upper tier with fight scales and things like that. But that
Yeah,
was
I
what I
agree.
was saying.
But you know what? Have y'all noticed a trend? A lot of times, these coaches, they lose their fighters, or fighters lose their coaches, and it usually be because of the money. It's usually because of the money. Very seldom do fighters leave coaches because of the training that they getting from the coach. It's mostly because of the money. Either the coach want more money, or the fighters don't want to give the coach more money.
Well, Queen Ariana says she thinks that Derek James only doing that because Ryan Garcia told him to push it through, and at the same time Ryan Garcia called out Spence. Yeah, that was kind of weird. And 03 North said Derek James made a lot of money, more than Freddie Roach. I don't know about
I
that
don't
one.
know if he made more than Freddie Roach.
I don't know, because you know Freddie Roach had Pacquiao for all them time, and
Freddie
a
Roach
ton
had
of
Pacquiao
fighters
for a while. Yeah, I don't know if he
forever.
made more than Freddie.
Yeah.
Freddie got a lot of fighters. Like
Mhm.
we know of Pacquiao, but Freddie got a lot of fighters that he trained. Freddie made a
BVO
lot of money.
crazy.
Freddie might be one of the top paid trainers in the sport of boxing.
Yeah. BVO said Earl should have sent Derek a Fruitopia and a bag of hot fries. Damn. Big Dog Willie said
Yeah, I think
DJ
that
knows that Earl is on his way out. DJ want to collect. Damn, that's that's crazy. I hope that ain't the case.
I just believe like that's one of them notions that you do to try to get it settled out of court so you can get something agreed upon.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
what trainer have ever made $5 million in one fight? I mean, it's got to be maybe like one or two. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's trainers that made some big bags, but the thing is, I don't think you throw away the potential of getting other big bags for this bag. You have Earl Spence is not a fighter that's quitting the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I don't know why Derek is thinks that he's can get $5 million for one fight, bro. Some trainers don't make $5 million for their whole career. So I
Yeah,
mean,
some
I
some
don't
of them
know.
don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm free or Thomas, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. When have a trainer made $5 million in one fight? Because you know when Floyd Mayweather Sr. told Oscar to give him $1 million just to train against his son, that was crazy back then. Let alone $5 million. $1 million, I can see a trainer getting a meal ticket, but $5 million, come
I
on,
mean,
bro.
I don't know direct. I mean, I don't know the actual person that made 5 million, but I would speculate that maybe Roger Mayweather might have made something like that because Floyd
Yeah.
was getting big bags. So Roger Mayweather might have made that daggone Oscar. I mean not Oscar. Canelo Alvarez trainer. Eddie Reynoso, he might have made that because Canelo's getting big bags. So I'm just speculating because I don't know how much they got paid. I'm just speculating. If we go
I mean,
according to what most trainers get, which is 10%, they could have potentially got those big bags, but I don't know right off hand who
What
made
the
those.
fuck you say? Nigga, I was on a map before I ever met you.
Yeah, I don't
BB,
know
I don't
right
know
off
what.
hand who made those big bags, but those trainers potentially could have got big bags.
Yeah,
it was
I
easy
don't
on.
think no fighter is giving no damn trainer no $5 million for fights. I don't give a. That's just me. That's a lot of bread. If my purse is 25 million, you're not getting five of that, dog. Like, get out of here.
Stop. I don't like that shit. For sure, bro. I don't like that shit.
We have to wait for BVO to do his antics, you know. So, uh, yeah, that's what we said. 03. That Canelo trainer is probably getting some. I don't think he get $5 million a fight though, bro. He might get $1 million, 500,000. Canelo
I
might
mean,
toss him a little extra.
if he's getting 10% of Canelo's bag, million each fight, guaranteed. So that's 3.5 for each one of those.
Mm. I just don't see fighters doing that, man.
Right there.
I just don't see fighters doing that, man. Big Dog Willie said boxers, trainers, and promoters need to realize that the money isn't flowing like it used to. Yeah, you got to be Tank or Canelo.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me.
Like D Free said, I mean, Canelo and Mayweather would be only the two fighters who would be able to afford to give somebody that much money. That's a whole lot of money, bro.
Man, that's what I'm saying. I can't see it, bro. I cannot see them trainers making no $5 million, $3.5 million. That's a lot of money for a trainer, bro. I understand the 10% thing, but it's got to be something. It's got to be them fighters got to put a cap on them. They the ones that go in there to get hit. Trainer just telling you what it is the coach.
In order for you got to think about it. Like I said, if the trainer is getting 10%, in order for the fighter to give a trainer $5 million, that fighter got to be getting $50 million. You got to be getting 50. If the fighter ain't getting 50, the trainer ain't getting 5.
Right. I mean, even what you just broke down with Eddie Reynoso, if you just do it like traditionally, 10%, that 3.5 million is still a lot of bread. I don't see it. I just cannot see them boys giving them trainers no damn $2 and $3 and $4 and $5 million. I just don't see it.
If they got a contract where they get 10%, they are.
That's crazy.
Because his guaranteed purse is $35 million. That's not the back end. That was his guaranteed purse for those last 3 fights. Was $35 million.
Eddie Reynoso out here getting money, boy, running the whole juice crew, man. That nigga crazy getting bread, man. I ain't mad at him. Shout out Eddie Reynoso. Yeah. Eddie makes 3%. Oh, you talking about Eddie Hearn?
If he makes
Eddie
3%,
Reynoso.
that's still a lot of money that he's getting off of $35 million.
Dang. Shout out to Ariana. She said, oh, they talking in the chat. Oh, y'all, okay. She said, I'm going, it's the ladies' night to the Tank fight. Oh, you and the sisters going? Oh, that's dope. I never seen that before. Just 4 or 5 shorties going to the fight. That's what's up. I like that. That's what's up. But I don't see that happening, man. Free Thomas, you want to backtrack a little bit? You got something you want to cook on since you just got up here? Me and Free just been, just shooting the shit basically. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Thomas, he done dropped off, huh? Damn.
Yeah, I think he dropped off.
Yeah, he dropped off. I'll stand with it. I can't see that. He said Eddie Reynoso get 3%, so I just, man, that's a lot of bread, dog. Well, it is what it is. Well, I hope he is getting the money, man. Get your money, man. Get your money, man. But moving on from that, let me touch on it. Everybody want to talk about the Tank versus Frank. We cook on that. We've been cooking on that a couple shows.
If Eddie Reynoso is getting 3% of Canelo's purse, Eddie Reynoso he got $1 million for each one of those fights.
Yeah, and that's a fact too, BVO. Eddie Reynoso is the manager too, ain't like Bomax, the trainer manager.
So Eddie Reynoso, he's actually double dipping. So that's probably why he's only charging Canelo 3%, because he's his manager as well. So he gets another portion on top of that.
Yep. Salute, DS.
I'm not going to try to break my fighter. I'm already getting the manager fee as well as the trainer fee.
Yeah,
getting manager fee and trainer fee. I'm not going to break my.
What is the manager's fee? Free? Do you know that off the top of your head?
It's about the same as a trainer. It's usually like 10%.
They try to leave them boys with nothing. Well, this 10% shit. 10% to the trainer. 10% to your manager. That's what Al Heyman.
Now see a manager fee. I can see them. I can more so see them getting 10%, because they got to go out here and make the fight. They got to negotiate the fight. They got to negotiate with the network. So I could see them getting 10% because they got to do a whole lot of things just to make the fight happen.
Yeah.
The trainer is just training the fighter.
Well, BVO said that's been the deal because he gets the double dip, you know. So I ain't mad at that. He said Canelo's trainer gets 10% total, so it's 3 and 7, or you know. But that's a lot of bread, man. Them boys sitting out there paying all that money, man. Them niggas is crazy.
Yo,
But who's that? Who's that? And that pulled up. I can't see that icon good. That
what's
Ja?
going on? I think that's either Ja or that's X, one of the two.
I think that might be Ja. Salute to the
Hey,
homie
what's
Ja.
good, family? What's good,
Ja
y'all?
was good, dog. What's popping?
Shit, I'm cool. Hey, yo, D-Freeze, but I woke up doing 200 this morning. Feel me? Hey, yo, shit, I was feeling nice. But I'm hunting for you, son.
Huh?
No, I said if I woke up doing the 200, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm hunting for you, bro. But I can't
Hey,
wait for that
you
Loma fight.
gonna need to get in shape because you're gonna need to do that daggone push up. So you might as well go ahead and get in shape now.
Yeah. If y'all don't know what the brothers are talking about, they got a little friendly bet going on. If Lomachenko happen to get in the ring with Javante, Ja is taking Loma, and of course D Free is taking homebody Javante Tank Davis, and they got push-ups on the line. So, you know, that's tough. And I would like that fight next. After Frank, if that fight don't go next, I don't want to see it. If Javante go in there and knock Frank Martin out, his next fight needs to be Lomachenko. If that's going to go that, if they're going to fight, if there's something bigger and better for Tank, then that's cool too. You know, but if they're gonna, if we're gonna talk about that fight, it needs to be next. If it's not next, I don't want to see it.
Yes, I'm
Absolutely.
somewhat on that same boat because Loma's not getting no younger, so
Right.
he's really going to be old if they wait another year or whatever. Because if Loma gets in there with Shakur Stevenson next, and Loma gets beat up by Shakur and takes another loss, which
Yo,
Loma
Ja,
could
what's going
very
on,
well
King?
beat Shakur. But I'm just saying, if Loma goes in there and he gets in there with Shakur and he get beats up and take another loss, now Loma got 4 losses. He got beat up by all of Tank Davis contemporaries. Now you Tank Davis getting in there with him. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I
We
don't want to
already
see
done
it.
seen Devin beat him. We done already seen T.O. beat him, and now we're seeing Shakur beat him. Now Tank gonna get in there with him. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I think
Let's just
Lomachenko.
Loma might beat Shakur though. Loma
but
might
let's
beat
just
Shakur.
remind each other that Loma have 2 very controversial losses. You can't just look at the losses and say that he got clean losses. You feel me? We gotta look at how he lost as well. You know what I'm saying? And when he fight Tank, that's gonna be the biggest upset in boxing because nobody gonna see it coming. I promise you.
I ain't mad at that, but I'm not mad at that at all, dog. Lomachenko definitely got the skills to pay the bills, but I just don't see him being able to hurt Tank. That's the thing. And when Tank realized he don't hurt you, you're gonna get a Leo Santa Cruz. She had to pick him up. They had to pick him up. You know, he got violated, man. You know,
Yeah,
so
I still think that was Ryan Garcia because nobody saw that was coming. I don't think the Loma beating Tank is a big of an upset as Ryan beating Devin because a lot of people know that Loma got skills. There's a possibility that Loma could outbox Tank. I don't see it happening, but there's a possibility that he can. So
definitely.
I don't think it's going to be as big of an upset as Ryan beating Devin because nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
I definitely did.
But the fans are gonna make it an upset. You feel me? Because the fans was gonna rod Tank Davis for me. And you know how his fans are. Tank, by knockout, hey, Tank is gonna devastate him, and you know it's gonna look like he is but an underdog Loma. And that's when Loma he's gonna come and shock the world. But I have a feeling, bro. Strong feeling.
No, like I said, Loma could very well beat Tank. He very well could
Very much.
possibly beat him. But what I'm looking at the timing of the fight. I'm looking at the timing of the fight. Loma is older, and like Price said, if they don't fight now, Loma's going to be even older.
Mm-hmm.
And Tank Davis getting in there. Tank Davis is the younger fighter. Now Tank Davis is getting old himself, but Tank is is in his prime. Loma is exiting his prime. So the chances of Loma having the great success that he could have had in the past is very unlikely.
And don't forget about this, Free, and Ja, you jump in there next. If that happens and they wait, let's say they fight in 25, the end of 25, and Tank go in there and knock his ass out in 3 or 4 rounds, they're gonna say, well, Lomachenko was the old. He's gonna get no credit for it. So it has to happen now. It's not gonna happen now, it's never gonna happen.
But I agree. I 100% agree. But if y'all saying all this about Loma, but how y'all feeling about Terrence Bud Crawford on August 3rd, but going against Israel? Like, man, look, man, hey, if y'all talking about Loma, then y'all have to talk about Bud Crawford as well, because listen, bro. You feel me? Once again, Loma, he did lose 3 times, but the 2 losses was controversial. In the Devin Haney fight, I think that he won the fight. You know what I'm saying? And you know that he had a controversial loss prior. Feel me? But I would say but his 6th or 7th fight, I think, in the 10th fight. So, I mean, hey. But
yeah, but the difference between Loma and Bud is Loma been in some battles. Bud ain't really been in no battles. So his body is a little more preserved than Loma body is. But
Loma look crazy when he come after them fights.
Yeah, Bud had some decent fights where he had to pull some things out, but he ain't really been in no battles like Loma been in battles.
Yeah, Loma been in some wars, and his face shows it just about every fight. So,
I could kind of agree. Yeah, for me, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think that Loma has enough to keep Tank off of him, man. Tank gonna come to him, man, once he knows he can't hurt him. But I know you say he got that sneaky pop. He does. But I just don't think it's enough to hurt Tank, because Lomachenko is kind of fighting up. But he's a small 135-pounder.
We don't know how Tank Davis do against a real amateur style boxer. You feel me? And with him going against Frank Martin, I mean, for me, I'm gonna have a lot more but to say during the Frank Martin fight, because that's gonna help me build like a proper, some analysis before that fight. Because I gotta see Tank fight, somebody who could just be like a little awkward. Feel me? I'm gonna have like some swag to him. So yeah.
No doubt.
But yeah, what if Tank go in there and he just completely wash Frank, which I don't believe is going to happen. But what if he does go in there and just completely wash Frank, and Frank look like he didn't deserve to even be in the same arena as Tank Davis?
I don't care. I'm still giving Gervonta Davis 100% credit for the victory.
Oh no! I'm talking about how would you feel about him going against Loma? I'm talking to Ja. How would you feel about him going against Loma at that time? If Tank go out here and just completely wash Frank, and you like, God, I did not see that coming. I see Tank probably beaten, but I didn't see that coming.
Feel me? If they fight after that, then that's gonna be a very great fight, because Lomachenko, he's on one after seeing Usyk win undisputed, but I think that Loma, he's backfired up. For me, he got that dog in him, and Tank, he gonna be fired up. He got that dog in him, and it's just gonna be a very great fight. Like, it's gonna be a great fight.
I hope we can get that fight next, man. Tank list. I want to know the rest of the people on his list. He named a few on $1 million worth of game or wherever he did that interview at. But he got a big deal in place coming. So, I'm pretty sure them investors told him, man, well, we got to see something. You got to get in there with Frank Martin. You got to get in there with Devin, Shakur. And we all want to see them fights because they good fights, man. I think Shakur will give Tank Davis a bunch of problems but see, I need to see if Shakur, how he reacts when he get hit real good. Because he's going to get hit. Because when you go in an A fighter versus an A fighter, you're going to get hit. So, I think Shakur would be a tricky for Tank at first. But there's a possibility that Shakur can just box him for 12 rounds. But that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, man. That's tough. That's a tough fight to call, man. Shakur Shakur is very, very technical. He has very, very excellent defense. And Javante Davis has great defense, and he's also special on the offensive side. So that's make that fight just that much better.
And then with the Shakur Stevenson and Tank matchup, Shakur, he have a higher level IQ and he's smart enough not to fall for the same mistakes that every other fighter that Tank fight for. So, that would be a great fight, and I would
Yeah, it
see
would.
Shakur Stevenson edging him out in points, but towards the end because he can outbox Tank clean.
He definitely can. He has the skill. Hey, he got all the equipment in the tool bag to do it. But can he get the job done now?
Absolutely,
You know what I mean? BVO
absolutely.
said Tank beats the curls off of him. Damn.
Nah,
Damn. I don't know, man.
nah.
That's a tough fight, man. I want to see it.
But
I
we
hope
gotta remember,
we can
it was
get that one,
Shakur,
man.
but he's been the type of fighter who maximize his advantages. You feel me? Anytime you have a fighter who maximizes his advantages, which means his reach, his speed, his quickness, his reflex, and he know how to use it and when to use it, that is always a dangerous fighter. And
Mm-hmm.
especially knowing that you can't get him out of character in the ring. I
Nope.
mean, yo, shit.
He sticks to the script every time.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And people BVO be like, oh, well, he runs. Well, that's part of what he does. You know what I mean? I don't call it running. I call him just movement, just moving around the ring. But
That's why I said that he need to go and chase Devin Haney. He's chasing Tank Davis because for Tank Davis has a name, but Shakur looking like a female. You know what I'm saying? Just for going on interview screaming Tank, 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 Tank. But you need to go
damn.
chase Devin Haney, bro.
Well, he's trying to skip right over Devin Haney and get right to the prize. You know what I'm saying? Why wait?
That's not
But
gonna
you're
happen.
right, though. You're right, though. You're definitely right. Because, I mean, that fight to me is probably the best fight, the most competitive fight for Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson. Because after what we seen what happened with Devin, I don't think that he can take Tank's punches. If he let Ryan do that, so maybe Devin can bounce back. But as far as Shakur goes, we've never seen him like really hit, like really hit. And when he goes in there with a power puncher, his game plan is to move, box, try to do one shot, two shots, and out. He's not trying to get any exchanges. Like how when he went at Jamel Herring and the round that he stopped him in, I mean, Shakur was in his bag, bro. He was pulling out everything, dog. That's what he needs to do against Tank. But is he going to be able to stand there and get hit with him? I don't think he can do it. Tank hit him, I think Shakur going to get knocked out.
But I think he can because if we gotta look at it, but Shakur Stevenson, he's not really seasoned, but to the point that he could know but the ins and outs and what to do in certain predicaments underneath the lights in a pro fight ring, It was Shakur and Tank is more like an end game fight. You feel me? But that fight should happen, I think, 4 years from now, 3 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Not yet though, but not yet. Feel me? That's a special fight. You feel me? That's like an end game fight to me. So they would say that for later, but y'all fight everybody else and then meet up at the end because y'all two are the best. Feel me? In that whole 140 division or like 135 in my eyes.
Yeah.
Oh well, the two with the most credible note. Yeah, they're the two most sneaky underrated IQ fighters. For me, but let's say that.
That's what's up. Well, that's the fight that I want Tank to fight most. I'd rather have Tank and Shakur over Tank and Loma. I think that fight is gonna be not so like appealing to the public eye in the beginning because of how defensive Shakur is. But I think once the fights pick up, I think it'll be a lot better than what BVO and some of the other people think. I think the fight will be a good fight because Shakur is, I got a lot of faith in Shakur, and I got a lot of high hopes on him. I think he can beat Tank. I think that's a 60-40 maybe Tank because of the power. But Shakur is right there, dog. He can crack. I mean, his defense is different, man. It really is. So I want that fight next. Because after Frank Martin, where does Javante go? He has to start picking names off that list. You said the list. You named the list. So you have to start picking off names off that list because, so we got to wait and see what he does. Get through Frank Martin, and then I guarantee you people are going to start screaming this guy and that guy. I don't want to see no damn Pitbull Cruz rematch. I don't want to see it. But if it happens, it happens. He said, BVO said Shakur don't care about the fans. I mean, when you in that ring, you can't worry about the fans, bro. The fans will get your ass knocked out. He has his fans. I'm a fan. I'm a supporter of Shakur Stevenson. I'm pretty sure Brother Jai is. But
yeah, I support Shakur. I support him.
I rock with him. I've been rocking with him too long to throw him away. I've been rocking with him before the Olympics. I can't throw him away now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, he just need but to grow some masculine traits about him. You feel me? Just take it on the chin and be a man, because nigga, everybody is gonna have something to say about you, bro. You fighting in a ring with tens of thousands of people watching. Of course, you feel me? Fat Peter's gonna have something to say about you, but you feel me, your technique, and he never boxed a day in his life. You feel me? So
right,
man, listen, it happened.
Yeah, I hope that I would like that next. Salute to brother CDK, man. Pull up if you want, brother. We just out here cooking. I'm probably gonna let the show go for another 20, 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna take it down, man. My ass was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning last night. I was struggling today at work, Lord. Yeah, I couldn't get to sleep, man. So it is what it is. But
is itching right now.
I'm struggling right now, but I'm here. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? You driving? It's cool, brother. We just just cooking, just pretty much whatever topic. You got people in the chat. We interacting, so it's all good. You know what I mean? We just chopping shit. You know what I mean? We just basically was just talking about Shakur and Tank. I want that fight next. So don't get it confused. What I said, Lomachenko and Tank. I'd say if that fight is going to happen, it needs to be next. But the fight that I want Tank to fight next is Shakur. That's it. I don't think. Who else is he going? What else is he going to do, Ja? I mean, what is Shakur is in a bad spot with a promotional company. He needs to just go ahead and. You think Bob Arum shelving him, dog? Y'all think that's what's happening right now? Because it looked like he don't want to.
You said Bob Arum. Is Bob Arum doing what?
Shelfing Shakur, does he have he has a fight schedule, right? What's the name of he fighting Frank Martin leftovers?
Yeah.
And then that's it on a contract, right?
Yeah, that's according to what Shakur said, that's the last fight on his contract.
He might have no choice but to re-sign, bro.
I mean, in order for Shakur to get the fights that he wants, he's going to either have to re-sign or he's going to have to sign. He's going to have to be willing to take deals from anybody. I mean, because Shakur, I mean, we be honest, Shakur is not in position to be a free agent. He's in position to sign who he wants to sign with, but he's not in position to be a free agent. He's not a big money fighter like that. So usually when fighters become free agents, it's because they can sell fights and they can go to whatever promotion company to get the big fights. Shakur is not in that position to be able to sell fights like that.
Yeah. He definitely not, man. He definitely not. Right, John?
Yep. And we gotta just remember that but Shakur is a bad deal type of fight. You know what I'm saying? You might not even touch a $80,000 buy gate. You know what I'm saying? I
Damn.
mean, sell for me 80,000 tickets. Like I mean, it'll just be they're not gonna sell out arenas with Shakur Stevenson name. You feel me? And he is a great fighter. So unless he come out here and start getting some knockouts with these casuals, then he is never gonna get the fights that he really
That's
for
a
me
good point.
pursue.
That's a good ass
For
point,
me,
bro.
he gotta
Yeah.
start making examples. For me, he can't just keep boxing looking cute and pretty, but that's not gonna pay the bills. It's not.
Yeah, because there's only a few of us that like that kind of style of boxing. You know, I'm one of them. I'm one of them people that is high on that slick style, that American style. Hit, not get hit. You know, I love it. It's not boring to me. Um, but he cannot do that against Tank. Tank IQ is too high, and it'll show up. So Shakur going to have to eventually engage, you know. But he can't. It's hard for him to sell because people got this thing where he's a track star. You know what I'm saying? So that's the problem. You know, he gets support out here in Philly and Jersey, but um, shit, man. He gonna have to do something, man. He can't keep up doing what he's doing like that. De Los Santos, he can't do that no more. He cannot do that for the next couple of fights, or he ain't gonna get no fights. Nobody gonna care about him. So Shakur's in a really, really tough spot. He's over there at top rank. Top rank got all the food for him, but does he want to re-sign with Bob? I just don't think that he does. He's been saying stuff on Twitter like, "Oh, what do you say? They blackballing me, you know, yada yada yada." But shit, man, he's in a
Might as
bad
well head,
spot.
he might as well go head down to PBC, man.
Yeah, PBC ain't got no food really. I mean, well, I guess they can get the Tank fight. He can get Frank Martin. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
he
true,
can get
true,
those
true.
fights. He can get them fights. But what's he really gonna do, bro? Like, and like BVO said that Jay Prince don't work with nobody but with Top Rank, and that's what it pretty much looks like. So I don't know what's going
Prince again.
on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out to A1. I don't know what Shakur is gonna do. I wish that he had some knockouts. I wish, you know, he had some. I wish he would have knocked De Los Santos' ass out, but you know, he didn't want to engage when he got a guy that can box and can punch. He didn't want to engage. He was one shot, two shots, and out, and trying to just make it, you know, just outpoint the guy. I don't have a problem with that's your game plan. If that's your game plan to come in and outpoint somebody, I'm cool with that. But the way Shakur did it was just not good, man. You the headliner, you on ESPN, everybody watching you, and you go out there and do that. You gotta do something. You gotta destroy this. What's the name of that guy you fighting? I forgot his name, but he gotta destroy this dude, man. He needs a knockout in this fight. You think he need a knockout, Jack, in this next
Yeah.
fight?
If he don't
Yeah.
get a knockout, then he's stuck. Then it's gonna drop terribly, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I heard this story said about Jay Prince busting in the Floyd gym and saying but shaking everybody down and from you getting paid
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But is that true?
I don't know how true that is, but I definitely heard that story. I heard he ran down on it in that gym. You know what I mean? And somebody gave up some money or something like that. I heard something like that, but I don't want us to get up here on this platform and say, yeah, that's true. But I heard that shit too. And shout out to my big bro CDK. He said Shakur about to wreck shop. He knows what has to be done. That's how I feel. I feel like he knows what has to be done. You know, didn't he say he was Killer Core now? So we got to see Killer Core come out there and kill some shit, man. Because if he don't do it, bro, and he go out there and he lays another egg, dog, I don't think Eddie Hearn, PBC gonna want to touch him with a 10-foot pole because what they gonna do with him? Everything you do with him is you losing. You're not gonna get nothing in return, And Bob would tell you that. When Shakur got to fight, what is Top Rank actually getting? Are they getting anything? Is it worth it? And what the patterns look like it's not. So I don't know.
And poor Shakur, man, nigga, he better get in his bag. But that Killer Cut stuff, man, listen, we don't heard him talk greasy to niggas, and he ain't going there and swat a fly. So, I mean, that don't move nobody.
Yeah. Boxing, what Free say? It's true Floyd wanted out of this deal. Yeah, he definitely went out. He got out of the deal too. You know, he got out of that deal.
Yeah, but I heard that he called on Bob Arum and for me, he made him pay for me, but Jay Prince what he owed, and then that's when he left Bob Arum right after, and he went it'll buy his contract and shit like that.
Yeah, I mean that's talk about gambling on yourself, you know. But Shakur, I don't think he's in a position like Floyd was to get up out of it. He got one fight left anyway. He got a fight set. He needs to go out there and have an A+ performance. He needs to dominate. He needs to dominate until he stops this guy. That's what needs to happen, or he gonna get crucified again. Nobody gonna want to see him. They're not gonna give him a chance against Tank. You know, you gotta watch boxing to understand what Shakur is doing in there. You know, but with the casuals, he'll never have a chance with the casuals with that style. And I know you say, "Oh, I don't care about the fans." Well, you got to because they don't. We the ones that's buying the tickets and all that in the pay-per-view. So, you know, Shakur has to come and make a statement in his next fight. If he don't, bro, you know, to the back of the line he go.
And he gotta do it early to mid rounds. If that fight go past 8 or 9 rounds, it's a shit stain. No cap.
Yeah. He gotta get him out of there before the championship round for sure. I would like to see him go around 9 or 10 personally, but I don't know, man. We gotta
he don't need no 9 and 10. He don't fought but a lot of 9, 10, 11, 12 full fights. He need to start building an aura around himself. Yeah, I can box, but at the same time I can get you out of it. If he gained that to his toolbox, I'm telling you, Shakur, but he gonna be a star. Seeing a way bigger star than Devin Haney.
Yeah, I like Shakur a lot, man. I got a lot of high hopes for Shakur, man. You know,
but we hard on him, and we talk with what we talk because we see his potential. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If he was trash, then we would have never gave a fuck about him and straight Rolly Romero him. Feel me?
Straight up. Yep, straight like that. Straight like that. I got high hopes on him because I know he's that good. He's the goods. You know, so I want to see him go in there and just really, really put on an excellent performance. I'm hoping he does. Because if he don't, we gonna come up here on this show Sunday morning or Monday evening, and we're gonna fry his ass because it has to be done. Nobody's safe over here on this channel. We could be rooting for you one day, and we'll fry your ass tomorrow because that's just what it is. You know, that's just what we do. Because we want to see the best fight the best over here. You know, we want to see, you know, the Shakurs and Tanks and Devins and Teofimo Lopez. You know, I want to see him in there with one of them guys next. You know, so, you know, just mix it up, man. Let's get it on, man. Let's watch the best fight the best. Because Shakur's in dying risks.
Yeah, Shakur's in this taking. Oh wait, shit, my bad.
No, go ahead. You know, Shakur taking. Go ahead.
Saying that every fighter is out here but taking risks now. Everybody is out here but fighting on these levels now. Shakur, he got to show up now. You know.
Yeah, he definitely does. For sure. He has to show up and show out, dog. If he doesn't, it's over, man. I don't know what he does. He's in a bad spot. I've been saying it for months. I was like, what is he gonna do? What is Shakur can do, man? I don't know, man.
But I have a question. But how long you think Bob Arum have to keep being a promoter? But he's like 120 years old.
He's a dinosaur, man. And he's still going. Him and Don King. How about that?
He's like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I'd have never would have thought.
About it, yeah, that's legacy right there.
Yeah, for sure. Big Bob Arum, like he's almost 100, literally. I mean, I heard the who is it? Who runs that company? I think he's just more so the face at this point. I don't think that he shows up to the press conferences, to the fights. He does what he's supposed to do because he is top ranked. But I heard who I can't remember if it was a son or a daughter. Somebody's actually running it, but I hope that's some truth to that because Bob needs to go sit his ass down. With these old school thinking, man. Paying the fighters what they pay. Bob crazy, man. But he's put on some hell of a fights, man. Top Rank got the best matchmaking out of all of the promotional companies. So that Top Rank matchmakers they A1 for sure.
I have a question. Do you think Turkey Al-Ashir would sign Shakur Stevenson?
If the fans are demanding for something, I think that he would. But it seems like Turkey Al-Ashir, he got the money, so it's like that's like if you got $100 million, Ja, the blow, and you want to be like, well, I got 30 for Tank, and I got 15 or another 20 for Shakur. That money talk and all that other bullshit gonna walk. The man looks like he wants to pay. He's like paying to have fights in his backyard, basically. So I would not be surprised if he threw Shakur, threw him a alley-oop to get in there. But he looks like he's real. He wants Terrence and Canelo, and he wants Wilder and Joshua. So I hope the Turkey man keep throwing that money at them boys so that we can see the best fight. The best. Brother CDK said Shakur has to trust his chin and take chances. The offense is there. Yeah, it definitely is there. We seen him assault Jamel Herring, and he just beat the brakes off of Valdez. So the offense is definitely there, but he might know something that we don't know, CDK. He can't take a punch. What if he gets touched and he goes out? He knows that about himself. But maybe we don't, but I don't know, man. He got to let his hands go, man. Like I said, his next fight, man, he needs a knockout in the worst way. Like, he needs a brutal knockout. He needs to brutally knock this guy out. If this shit go 12, it's going to be ugly for Shakur. Ugly.
Absolutely. 100%.
But what we do, hour and a half, we're going to wrap it up a little early tonight. We're not going to do no 1, 2 o'clock tonight. We will be back tomorrow. BVO, I know y'all, he will be back up here, D-Free, Ja. We'll be back tomorrow, man. And Ja, you got something to say, something to close out with? Tell them when your fight is. Tell them when your date and where and your fight coming up.
June 5th, Edison Ballroom in South Manhattan. Watch me hunt this motherfucker down like a dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be a massacre. So y'all come out, support. You got to get there early. That's the way it is in amateurs. You got to get there early. You know what I mean? So with that being said, y'all smash the like, hit that subscribe. All that shit is free. It is absolutely free. And it's your boy Prize Fighter, the homie Ja. We in here. We're part of the BVO family. We filling in for BVO, giving him the night off. BVO will be back tomorrow. And we're going to have another fun show tomorrow. So, man, salute to y'all. Thanks for everybody in the chat interacting with us. Ariana, the homie CDK. Shout out to Free. Shout out to A1. Who else I got? DS. Big Dog Willie. Scrolling real fast. I said DS. Shout out 03 North. Very active in the chat. Appreciate you. And, man, we'll be back tomorrow. We gone. Peace.